By contrast, there was the case of an elderly New York City junk dealer, Emmerich Jutner. In 1938, Jutner set up a press in his Manhattan apartment and began printing $1 bills, which he passed throughout the city as his finances required. So varied were Jutner's targets and so modest his take, he later explained that in an effort to be equitable, he never passed twice in the same store. The Secret Service pursued Mr. 880, his federal case number, without success for a full decade. Only after Jutner's Manhattan apartment caught fire was his operation exposed. After pleading guilty at age 72, Jutner was sentenced to 9 months behind bars and was fined, appropriately enough, $1. Mike DeBardeleben, the mall passer, would become the most notorious of them all, the slickest printer-passer in Secret Service history. DeBardeleben devised 6 steps to his printing process. First came a yellowish-black halftone screen applied to his blank 8.5 by 11 sheets of 20-pound Crane's Crest white, widely regarded as the best paper stock available for currency counterfeiting, with which he approximated the familiar ivory hue of genuine currency paper. Then the actual printing began, with the backplate's green ink portrait of the White House and South Lawn, its trees and shrubbery. Third, he affixed the green Treasury seal on front, as well as the bill's serial numbers. Fourth, he printed the black ink portions of the note, including the 3/4 view of President Jackson and the tall 20 superimposed over the Treasury seal. On press runs 5 and 6, he added the wispy red and blue traces with which he sought to mimic the colored synthetic threads embedded in genuine linen and cotton rag currency stock. Once the printed sheets were dry, DeBardeleben cut his individual bills to a uniform 6.14 times 2.61 inches, steeped each one in a tea solution to chemically age them, sulking, as he called it in his handwritten diaries, and donned gloves to meticulously hand-crumple or raggle the notes to further disguise them. Finally, in late July 1979, he selected a batch of his best notes, climbed in the blue T-Bird, and hit the road. On Tuesday, July 31st, his new $20 bills debuted in a Super Sam's franchise fast food outlet in the Florence Mall in Florence, Kentucky, just south across the Ohio River from Cincinnati. The next day, a bank teller discovered the counterfeit in Super Sam's deposit bag. According to standard procedure, the bank sent the bill to the Secret Service field office in Cincinnati, which then forwarded it to headquarters on G Street in Washington.